Hey, this is Rick Kasalj, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, what I want to go through are 4 exercises to help fix wrist pain from weightlifting. Now, Jenna's going to go through the exercises and she's going to go through the first exercise. Okay, so the first one is alphabet warm-up, and how this one breaks down, you're in a standing, nice upright position. You're going to have the arms at about shoulder height and arms are straight, and then you got a loose fist grip, and then you're going to go through the alphabet. So A's, B's, C's, and D's, and in a good controlled movement, really trying to go through the full range that the wrist will do. So with this one, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 1. Now the time is 10 seconds. So you're not going to necessarily go through the whole alphabet. You're going to go through the movements for about 10 seconds, and you really want to go through full ranges of motion with the wrist, because those end ranges are the most important, and oftentimes those end ranges are stiff and affect our ability to weight train and also lead to wrist pain. So we want to loosen them up. So that's kind of the purpose of the exercise. Now moving on to the second exercise. Okay, so what it is exterior wrist rotations. Now how this works, you're in a stand, you can go do this in standing or you can do it in sitting. The elbows bent, elbows up against the body. You're going to bring the other arm over so that the hands underneath, and then you're going to move that wrist a little bit further, or rotate a little bit more to the outside. And you're going to relax, and then you're going to go through it again. Good. So looking at the sets, it's a really small movement that you're going through. Elbows up against the body. You're going to rotate without any help, and then you're going to bring that arm over, and then you're going to rotate a little bit further. The movement is going to be really small. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for that one, that exterior wrist rotation, sets are 1, repetitions would be 1, the time would be 10 seconds. So at that end position, you're going to hold for 10 seconds. There shouldn't be any pain. You'll probably feel a light stretch at that end position, and the intensity for this one is light, and the purpose is to help. And oftentimes we have tightness at that end range, and oftentimes we just focus in on that mid-range, and just like the exercise before, we want to work on those end ranges of movement, and those end ranges of movement are often ignored, and they end up getting stiffer, and it affects our wrist pain. Okay, so that's 2 of them down. Now moving on to the third one. Okay, so with this one, it's banded wrist extension. So how it breaks down, you're nice and upright, elbows up against the body, elbows bent, and then you're just going from neutral to extended, and then back to neutral and extended. Good. So it ends up being an isolated moving. We're working on the wrist extensors, and looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are 1, repetitions are 5 on each side. Time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position. The intensity for this one is on the moderate side. You should really feel it through that top of the forearm working, but it's in the middle, so it shouldn't feel like nothing, but it shouldn't be super hard to go through it. It should be in the middle area that you feel like you're working the muscle, and that's about it. So 3 of them down. Now moving on to the fourth one. Okay, so this is fingertip push-ups from the wall. So maybe we'll demonstrate it. Okay. I'm the wall. Good, perfect. Okay, so with this one, you're finding a wall, and if going from the wall is too easy, you can move down to the floor from the knees or from the toes. And with this one, you're nice and straight throughout the rest of the body, just coming onto the fingertips and then coming back down to the flat hand and then back up onto the fingertips and straightening out the fingers. Now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are 1, the repetitions are 5, time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position. The intensity, just like the other one, it shouldn't feel like nothing. It shouldn't be very, very hard. It's in the middle. You want to feel that your muscles are working throughout your wrists. Okay, so there you go. Give those 4 exercises a go to help fix wrist pain from weightlifting. Now, if you want some of my other videos, or check out some of my other videos when it relates to wrist pain, what I recommend you do is head down below in the description and click the suggested videos. There might even be a playlist there when it relates to wrist pain. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.